So let me clarify it for you right now. Now, Gaza, our brothers and sisters in Gaza, they was in very hard time, right? Who started? The Ikhwan. Do they have the power against these countries? No. Today, after they destroy everything, what they will say? Now,
They won.
we win. Do you know what is the method of this? This is exactly like who, Nabil?
Shaykh Opera.
Who?
Shaykh Opera.
Jufaira, you know him.
Sheikh
Jufaira. We call him Jufaira.
Sheikh Opera عليك. يعرفونه Jufaira.
This guy, exactly the same method or the ideology of Ikhwan. He will say, kill us, all of us, but our idea, it's there, it means we are the winner. And this is disaster. We are against this, 100%. We don't believe in this. And we don't believe in the war where it's happened in Gaza. It's totally wrong. If you cannot handle the issue in this country, they are bothering you, finish. ألم تكن أرض الله واسعة. Hijrah, finish. This is the way how we believe. They kill 50,000 from our brothers and sisters, our children. Who is responsible? Who is responsible about this? They don't care about this. And this is the difference between us and them in these issues. This is totally wrong what they did. And we are against it from day one. And clearly. And I believe you read the article, you will find it in النهج الواضح. I believe ترجمتوه انتم المقال الأول. شوف المقال الموجود ما نسيت عنوانه أنا سويت كذا مقال بس اللي موقفينه فوق. The same month they start the fire, I believe in October 2023. And I wrote the article the same month. And I make it clearly how I believe in this. This is totally wrong, what they did. And they will say they are bothering us. They are... I can understand what you say. What you're supposed to do? Leave the country. How we leave our houses? Yes, I leave everything. When Saddam came to Kuwait, I left my home and everything and I finished. I get out because I cannot face him. I don't have the power. So I need to leave my houses. I did it for myself, for my family, for my kids. This is what I did. Not just, I'm saying as an idea. I did it. Why? Because I don't have the effort and the power to protect myself and my family from them. So I need to leave. So this kind of ideology, what they believe, it's like Russian ideology, Lenin and Marx. Exactly, this is the ideology. You know Lenin and Marx. The same thing. And this is against our belief and against our usul, our infrastructure, the foundation. So Pepsi or cola against, this is something not for me. This is for my government. If they want to say, like 40 years back, they say, you don't buy Ford because they are dealing with Israel. This is in Kuwait 40 years ago. Yes, there is no Ford brand. Why? Because the government said they are dealing with Israel, so we don't buy Ford. Finish. The government say, okay, open. We will give you opportunity to buy Ford. We will buy Ford. This is not our job. This is not our responsibility. We need to know our responsibilities.
Even personally, if I want to do a personal choice on my own,
Yeah, this is you have.
then
Even you say, I want to fast one day and the other day to break my fast, my fasting. This is your right. You can, but you don't say it as a policy and as a da'wah and as a worship, of course.
but if I'm having that personal policy, Sheikh, is it I'm against I'm against Sunnah? The Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, even in his last days, he was dealing with the Jews. So
If you announce this and you believe it's a worship, so you create a worship bid'ah.
And Sheikh, in Islam, the young generation, children going to school, but most of the Muslims, they boycott like Coke, Pepsi, and McDonald's. So if our children eat, and if they go to and tell them normally the children they open, they tell we had this. Yesterday we had a party at home and we drank. We ate Coke. And other children, why you are eating haram? Only because of children.
Of course, you need to protect the mindset of your children. It's need time to teach them because it's important for the parents gradually to tell them the right thing in a way which they can handle it because it will be very tough for them and they are very young, difficult to understand it even. So it's need time to educate them about this, that you don't supposed to say it to the other Muslim, you don't supposed to open this kind of negotiation, you don't supposed to, you go all the angles which you expect it will be open through the school or air in anywhere where they will be.
Sheikh, many times in school they teach subjects or theories which are against our Islamic Sharia. So how do you cultivate our children, making them understand that, for example, Darwinism and other theories, which they make a part of the curriculum? How do you make our children understand that this is the wrong thing?
There is two way. If they are strong, we deal with it in a certain way. If they are weak, we will deal with it in the same in a different way. If I am in the United States, as example, and I study philosophy, and there is a theory against my belief, I will write, as doctor mentioned in the class, 1, 2, 3, 4. I will put the theory, what he said. as what is written in the book. This is the theory, what 1, 2, 3. If I am strong here. Because that's mean I am just copy paste. Right? I didn't say this is the theory which I believe. This is if I am in, because I don't believe in this. There is a Biden and there is Trump. Biden say the people is 10 or kind or 9, I don't know. Even the flag, the gays flag, they put it in all embassies, right? The other president say take the flags from all the. We got two kind of people, so they got them theories even, right? So today theory, it's different than tomorrow, right? This is in United States. So when you tell me why you are saying this, I will tell them, excuse me, in 2 days I saw 2 ideas. So why you put me in a certain mold in your ideas? It's have been changed 180 degree, right? So we need to be clever. That's why I said 110% we need. Huh?
Yeah.
If you go right, I will go with you right. But if you go left, I will not accept it. But in very smart way. And this is how to deal with all these things. It's not easy. يا أستاذ أستاذ في قهوة
نعم ايه في
هاك هذه كلها شيرة ما أبيها كلها شكل
السلام عليكم.
سلام على أبو عزام
ابو عزام.
هلا صلى
عملي لي اياه لوجه هذا تسلم ايدك ربنا يكرمك This guy is Brother Ibrahim. I am with him for 50 years. We never, in 50 years, in 1 hour, we have different in anything. For 50 years. Okay? And if you ask him about America, he knows it better than you. Ask him about any state of America. Huh? How many?
How many miles?
I don't know. He will tell you. هلا أسفرت وين ورد؟
السلام عليكم. خلكم مرتاحين. خلكم مرتاحين. السلام عليكم. السلام عليكم.
تعال أصل تعال أصل حق رويلاتك يا أحسن.
ما عندي والله.
الحمد لله.
شلونكم؟
هلا وعزام.
تعرفني أنا كلها أحب الترج. بدأت أنا نبيل. جزاكم الله خير.
وخير. 50 years I never get with him in any, even 1 hour. Huh? 50 years. Since I am 10 years old. More than 50, of course. Do not know my age.
يمكن ما عرفني بعد الله.
هلا لا تونسنا. ترى ايش سويت؟ صفرت العداد الله يغرب شيطانك. Yes, brothers. Anything?
Excuse me, Sheikh.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to ask the right of the husband, the man, is right to his mother and the wife.
Say it again.
Husband's right
Okay.
to his mother and his wife. How we handle that?
This is from the difficulty in this world. Really?
Like right.
My mother died. So I am out of it. Okay. But this is the life. This is the difficulty in the life, how you handle all of this. With happy face and clever handling for the problems. She got right, and your mother, she got the full right on you, not on her. So, as example, if she didn't speak to your mother for certain thing, this is her right. But about yourself, you need to be patient with a smiley face, with the sweet tongue with your mother, up till you die. Even she speak against your religion, even she speak about your God subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Be patient with a smiley face and lovely tongue, because she's your mother. She's the most important person in this world for you. And you need to know, if you get 10 brothers, you don't say, they will take care of my mother. This kind of responsibility, it's to you, even if you got 10 brothers. This is, most people, they don't know about it. It's your responsibility to deal with her like queen up till she died. Even she is tough, she is wrong, I will not accept the wrong, of course, but I will deal with her in very smart way. About the wife, I need to tell her clearly, she is my mother. I know what she did for you is wrong, and you have the right to do what you're supposed to do. Allah, He didn't ask you what He asked me, subhanahu wa ta'ala. So I need to treat my mother in the way how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accepts from me. So I need to split the things clearly. وقضى ربك ألا تعبدوا إلا إياه وبالوالدين إحسانا إما يبلغن عندك الكبر أحدهما أو كلاهما فلا تقل لهما أف ولا تنهرهما وقل لهما قولا كريما واخفض لهما جناح الذل من الرحمة وَقُلْ رَبِّي ارْحَمْهُمَا كَمَا رَبَّيَانِي صَغِيرًا. This is the way of the Muslim.
Sheikh, if we misbehave with our mother
Same thing.
and she passes
What
away,
is,
If you don't mind.
same thing. What is the right of the wife over the husband and her mother and her parents?
The wife, she wants to please the husband, but if she is wrong, I mean the mother, the wife, she got the right to say she's wrong, and I don't accept what she told me or what she did as example. But of course, if she is patient, sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and to please the husband, this is something excellent. But if she didn't do this, this is her right. Is it clear? It's a little bit tough. I know. I can see your body language.
Uncle Kamal is coming up with the toughest question.
Let us complete it. I'm with you, brother, but I don't have a solution.
Apart from our immediate family, do we have a responsibility to convey the sunnah to like friends, other family members?
Say it again.
Yeah, do we have a responsibility to convey the sunnah manhaj to the
Yeah. حديث النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم المشايخ إخواني المشايخ they mention it. بدأ الدين غريبا وسيعود غريبا فطوبى للغرباء. هذه رواية أبو هريرة. قالها ابن مسعود هم النزاع اللي قالها شيخنا فواز العوضي. رواية ابن مسعود هم النزاع من القبائل. في لفظ الذين يحيون ما أفسد الناس أو يحيون ما أفسد الناس من سنة. صححها ابن باز وإن كانت ضعيفة، وإن كان ضعفها الألباني زيادة. هذه مرادي أن من هدي السني the way of the Sunni to start with his family in a way which he expects that they will be changed to the Sunnah. So you need to be very smart how you need to deal with them. Okay? As example, Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam he dealt with a Sahabi which he said, I did this in Ramadan, and he say you need to pay this, you need to fast. He say I cannot. You pay this, he cannot. Until he bring for him food, then he say for him you can give to the poor people. He say there is no any poor in this area more than me. So he took it even. Okay? Look to the way of Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam, how he dealt with this issue. Okay? In a way which he bring him to the Sunnah. Right? Look, other example. When Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam took the sheep and gave it to a person, he knows, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, this kind of action, it will satisfy him, and he will think right in the way of the belief. So this sadaqah help him to reach the goal, right? This is how we need to deal with our families. And we need to be patient. Patient. It's too difficult. And nowadays, with the difference of situation as you saw it in the AI and many, it's become different than 40 years back. So you need the children to deal with them in certain way, the young generation in certain way, the old generation in certain way. So you need to deal with each part from your family in certain way which can help them in Sunnah especially. So if they are Sufi as example, or they are, give me the situation, give me.
Yeah. When I talk about the danger of Khawarij,
Yeah.
my friends, for example, they would say Sheikh Muhammad bin Abdul Wahab did khuruj against the Ottomans. One friend told me. So, like, how do we come back? Should we ignore or should we give an answer to that? How do we, like?
Okay, if he said about Imam Muhammad, we will say this is wrong.
Yes.
But as example, if he is, as you said, why we are discussing about Muhammad ibn Abdul Wahab, let me discuss about Khawarij. Is they are good or not good?
Bad.
No, I don't mean yourself. I mean them.
Yeah.
Okay, so let us agree because I will tell you how you thought about Imam Muhammad Abdul Wahab is totally wrong. But I don't want to enter in this. The most important thing between us, I mean, if I am in your shoes,
Yeah.
I will say the most important thing that we hate the Khawarij action, and we need to know who's the Khawarij. Let us write it together. And if you expect that those people is Khawarij and you are not convinced, this is between you and them. But let us agree in the way of the Khawarij, the action of the Khawarij. And mostly, he will go the other side, from my experience.
Just building on the topic that we've been discussing about the way we deal with people. How do we go about in our dealings with close non-Muslim friends who've been with you all your childhood, who've been with in your close company, just taking into
Christian or
non-Muslim?
no Christian?
No, non-Christian, non-Ahl Kitab.
Yeah, okay. Just I want to know
Yes.
who's there. Okay.
And just going by what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions in the Quran, where He warns us against taking non-believers as close allies, but then also taking into consideration that you don't know when Allah will open His heart to and guide him, and you not closing the door of advising at the same time. So how do you reconcile between these two aspects, where you have the warning from Allah, but then also a hope that Allah might guide him, with you advising every once in a while?
Okay. I will deal with him in very smart way. Number one, I will support him in anything in dunya. As the Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, when he went to the Jew, young boy, Muhammad, he went for a young boy. Think about it. If your grandfather or your father, he visit a young boy in his bed, is it normal? And he is Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Okay, so this is just think about the way of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, right? So you deal with him, you give him, you support him, this is will affect him in a good way. Sometimes the action much stronger affect the person than talking to him. Many times I dealt with people, shukran, I dealt with the people without from Shia or other, without I speak to them. Yes, I never make for them da'wah because I know that they know it. So I don't supposed to say it. But as an action, I support them, I give them. This is will change them. Of course, you need to know that the hidayah is from Allah. It's not from me. But I will do the asbab, right? The action which I believe it will يعني, help them to understand our religion. Yes, brother.
Due out of ignorance or out of emotion, if we were misbehaved with mother, she passed away, how to
Dua
do?
for her. Yeah, dua. For both your parents. All the time, daily make dua for them. This is from bir to them. Every day. If there is a day you didn't make dua, feel that you was wrong.
Shaykh, I have one question. Nowadays, in the haram hotels, they eat musalla. Masjid al-Haram.
Yes.
Some hotel they beat musalla inside.
Yes.
So praying in the musalla, will you get the same reward?
Inshallah. As Sheikh bin Baz also mentioned it.
So nowadays they close the gate 20-30 minutes.
Yeah, I know. And this is before they did this, Sheikh bin Baz he mentioned about this. And Mecca, all of it haram. And then I am there in Tawheed. I will pray in my apartment with Jama'ah for the brothers.
Listen, for mother's love and mother's importance. What is the right of the father to children, both the boy and the girl should give to the father?
It's not clear exactly the question.
Like, not to tell the words to the mother, the oof to the mother, like that. We know the rights of the mother. He'll be patient, even if he's wrong, he'll be kind. Same way, toward the father, what is the child's obligation?
Same thing. This is for the father and mother. وبالوالدين both of them. إحسانا. Both of them, not just for the mother, for the father and the mother.
Sheikh, when I am praying the Sunnah Nawafil in the masjid, somebody joins, so they join for Jama. So in this case, how should I deal? I continue.
They stand near of you, me.
Yeah, they join me,
Yeah.
and I am the Imam, but I am praying the Nawafil. They are praying
No problem.
the other way, Sheikh, opposite way. Suppose I entered, I missed out the Jama. I entered, somebody is praying. I don't know what they are praying. So can I join and as a Jama?
The first Mu'adh ibn Jabal, he was praying with the Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. He go back to his people and he pray Sunnah, and his people will pray, they will follow him as an Imam, and they was praying the Faridah. Okay, so this is, and Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was there, so this is from Sunnah. Okay, if somebody praying and suddenly you come near of him and you pray near of him, like Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam or Ibn Abbas. Nabi in his house he was praying Qiyam al-Layl, and then Ibn Abbas came near of him. and he complete with him.
So both are allowed.
Yes.
And Shaykh, the right, the father, the right over the son, as a hadith of Rasulullah also that you and your property belongs to the father. Then how you reconcile with the daughters, the same thing.
You mean, this is for the son and the daughter?
Same or daughter.
شيخنا أبو العباس،
هلا وغلا.
سؤال. يقول النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم: أنت ومالك لأبيك. هل هذا الدليل على الولد والبنت أم فقط على الولد؟
هذا محل السؤال.
نعم.
ليس عن صحة الحديث وضعفه.
لا.
طيب، يعني أخذ المسؤولية عما مضى.
أيوة.
الأصل العموم، الخطاب للولد كالخطاب للبنت، أنت ومالك لأبيك. أما المعنى فعندكم إن شاء الله على القول بصحة.
Both of them.
Until the man.
شيخنا.
Until the lady is man.
شيخنا حفظك الله.
تفضل.
مما فهمت من الحوار الدائر أيضا أن يعلم أن الله قدر على أنبياء الله أن يكون في عوائلهم فاميلي، أب كافر، زوجة كافرة، ابن كافر غير مسلم، فكيف كان هدي الأنبياء في ذلك؟ والنبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قدر عليه أيضا ربه تعالى وهو خير خلقه أن لا يدرك أبواه بعثته وأن يموت على دين قومهم على الشرك.
سؤالهم إذا تكرمنا يسأل كيف يتعامل، هو السؤال ليس من هذه الزاوية، السؤال كيف يتعامل في دعوته مع أسرته، هذا هو السؤال، وهم على الإسلام.
هذا سؤال غير ما تقدم.
لا، لم يكن شيء من اللي ما ذكر.
أعرف، لكن أنا مقصدي حول الآباء.
هم آبائهم مسلمين. يعني ما الموضوع أن الآباء كفار، الموضوع ليس كذلك. السؤال كيف يتعامل مع الأبناء والأسرة إذا كان عندهم، هم من أهل الإسلام ولكن عندهم بعض الإرادات والشبه، كقول أحدهم أنت تتكلم عن الخوارج وفلان أصلا، قس على ذلك. تفضل.
رايك ابو عز؟
انا اوصل
برا الملعب. يعني برا
انا معاهم.
انا عندي هنا مترجم. والله يا شيخنا ما ادري الجواب. اين نبي؟
يترجم عندك ما شاء الله شيخنا ابو عبد الله يترجم لك.
وكلته بالجواب وترجمته. اسهل يا شيخ. في واحد يجيب ويترجم.
1 + 1. 2 1.
اتركها على عبد الرحمن. تفضل. لا، بقول فوائد. في عندنا امر عام نقول الجواب منه جواب عام.
نعم.
وهو ان يتبع في ذلك هدي النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم وهدي الصحابه والتابعين.
In general، تفضل. لا يرحم والديك.
There is a general answer, and from this general answer is to obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and to follow the guidance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and His Messenger.
كيف تعامل الصحابة والتابعون وهم أفضل هذه الأمة مع عوائلهم وأسرهم؟
how the Sahaba and Allah anhum dealt with their families, and they're the best of this nation after the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
فمن الأمور العامة في ذلك واحد الحرص على تعليمهم ما ينفعهم.
First thing that from the general, that first thing that we have to do is to teach them, or to be keen to teach them what what benefits them.
إذا كان جاهلا بالمسألة فيعلم.
If he's ignorant, we should teach him.
أو إذا كان مقدما على المعصية مع العلم فيوعظ ويذكر.
And if he knows that this is haram to do, and he knows that, he should tell them and to give knowledge that this is not supposed to be done.
Number 3 إذا كان عنده شبهة. 3.
That's it.
Yeah, 3.
He has a doubt.
إذا كان عنده شبهة
He has a doubt.
أو عاش مع فرقة من الفرق المخالفة للسنة.
Or he lives with some people that they're deviant.
والأغلب صوفية والمسلمين وغيرهم من الجماعة.
Like with the Sufi Brotherhood, Ikhwan, or these people, he lives like join them.
فيكون بكشف شبهته ومجادلته بالتي هي أحسن.
He should find his shubha, his doubt, and give him knowledge that removes his doubts.
مع اختلاف المعاملة باختلاف رتبتهم من وقربهم منك. وتختلف المعاملة الطريقة باختلاف مراتبهم.
There's a difference in dealing with someone that هو
أنت ستختلف طريقتك في التعامل معهم على اختلافهم هم. فالوالدان مثلا لن تعاملهما كالابناء.
أنت طيب. And you have to know that people are status. There's their parents, there's your kids. You have to know how to deal with each one by giving the right advice with having with always seeing this status in front of you. Not to advise your son like you're advising your father. You have to know that.
فالوالدان تنبيههم وتعليمهم برفق وخفض صوت وصبر عليهما.
If you're advising your parents, you should always be lead, and your voice shouldn't be loud. It's advice, but in a way of respect.
فإن قبلا فالحمد لله.
If they accept, alhamdulillah.
وإذا لم يقبلا منك لا تعمل معهما المقاطعة والهجر الذي تستعمله مع غيرهما.
If they don't accept, you're not supposed to boycott them because they're parents. Not like what you boycott other people.
فالله ذكر الوالدين إذا كانا كافرين.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned that even if the parents are disbelievers,
ويجاهدانك بدعوتك إلى الكفر.
and they always command you to go against deen and to lead the religion,
ألا تطعهما.
don't you're not supposed to accept from them and obey them.
ولكن قال تعالى وصاحبهما في الدنيا معروفا.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told him to be friend with them and with ma'roof.
والمعروف هنا مطلق.
Goodness.
والمعروف هنا مطلق.
And it's this word in Arabic ma'roof is goodness, but it's
القول المعروف.
Absolute. And then you're supposed to, it's going to be on a big definition that every ma'roof, all goodness.
فالقول الحسن معروف والفعل الحسن معروف.
And the speech and the way that you speak, this way that you deal should be upon goodness.
ثم تأتي إلى أولادك فهذه المعاملة الخاصة لكل طرف من العائلة معاملة خاصة.
Everyone has his own way of advice.
فتربية الأولاد والمعاملة معهم تحتاج إلى جواب مستقل. مثلا
Dealing with your children should always have ways how to deal with them, because you have your status of the father on his kids.
وكذلك الزوجة ثم الجيران
your wife, and your neighbors.
وغيرهم
Everyone has
وغيرهم ممن يكونون في محيط أسرتك أو يعني في جروب أسرتك أو
and your
جماعة.
family.
وإيش أضيف إلى ذلك يعني من الأمور العامة في ذلك استعمال الرحمة
Dealing with mercy,
والرفق،
with kindness.
فهو الأصل في التعليم وفي الدعوة إلى الله عز وجل.
That is the main thing on giving advice. It should be upon mercy and kindness.
هذا جواب مجمل شيخنا أبو عثمان.
نعم.
أقول هذا جواب مجمل.
المفصل عن النبي.
المفصل لكل حالة يعني يختص بها الله. أليس كذلك؟
100% صح.
من كان نستفيد حفظك الله.
الله يكرمك شيخنا.
تعرف أنا يمكن أقول لك
أول مرة ترجم الواحد أيضا بكرة ثانية.
أي والله
ما يصير واحد يفوت.
Abu Abdullah, Sheikh Abu Abdullah, he said, this is the first time I did a translation for somebody. This is in my life. He said to him, Sheikh Abu Abbas, he said, prepare yourself for tomorrow.
I had another question. So I was reading the tafsir of Ibn Kathir, and in that he mentions that the disbelievers in Prophet Muhammad ﷺ are deserving more of punishment than the disbelievers from the previous nations who disbelieved in their prophets. But I did not find any dalil or any proof behind it. I mean, are you aware of this? Can you perhaps elaborate on this more? And this was, he mentioned, because of the fact that Muhammad ﷺ is...
Can I read what he said
Yes,
in Arabic?
Yes. Arabic. I might not have that.
I need to, I cannot speak about Ibn Kathir until I read what he said. Exactly.
Just for some context, I mean, he mentioned that because he's more beloved to Allah than any of the other messengers.
Still, I need to read.
I'll try and look for it.
This is our way.
Yeah.
With Ibn Kathir, or if you bring one of ulama sunnah and you said something, I need to read it to be sure that your understanding is correctly done what he meant.
I'll try and find it.
جزاك الله خير. لكم مقالة جزاكم الله خير عن one of the articles that you wrote جزاكم الله خير شيخنا عن الأم.
أي نعم.
عن بر الأم. أظن قديمة.
قديمة أي نعم.
مقالة. أنا أقول هذه تحتاج إلى ترجمة. ما أدري إذا ترجمة. أنا أريدها in English. Shaykh has an article about the mother. ماذا صنعت له? What did you do for your mom?
جزاك الله.
سبحان الله يعني هذه كانت جميلة جدا.
هاي قبل 30 سنة. 30 years ago.
عندنا الشيخ.
1998 1998
98 نعم. I am wrong. 27. 28. I thought.
يعني إذا ذكرنا الأم سبحان الله دائما حديث أبي هريرة. Always we remember that Abu Hurairah, his mother used to curse Rasulullah and he came crying. تفضل يا شيخ.
لا أبدا أنت. تفضل.
يعني this hadith سبحان الله always should be in front of our eyes, especially when he came crying to Rasulullah. He told Rasulullah, I heard from my mom, and look, Rasulullah told him, why are you crying, Ya Abu Hurairah? Because Rasulullah doesn't know the unseen, doesn't know the ghaib, unless Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells him. If he saw him and he knows the ghaib, like the Sophia says, he knows everything, he should tell him, I know, Abu Hurairah, why are you crying? But Rasulullah said, a lot of subhanallah hadith tells you like, and he said, oh Rasulullah, I came from, يعني, my mother, she said, she was cursing you or saying things that's not supposed to be said. قالت فيك ماذا يعني شو الحديث؟ قال إني أسمعتني فيك ما أكره. I heard from her something that I hate. And subhanAllah, this is from the adab, the manners of Abu Hurairah. He didn't mention it because this will, you're not supposed to say the bad words even on your tongue. Don't say someone he said bad. That's it. You're not supposed to say these things. And this is how we raise our kids. They're not supposed to say the bad words even if they're saying on in behalf of others. No, you're not supposed to say it, especially. And then, what did Abu Hurairah say? And subhanAllah, he came and he said that she said something that I hate. And Rasulullah make dua for my mother. أدعو الله لأمي. SubhanAllah. يعني, look, all this, and he wants the guidance, the best. That's why the best gift, al-hadiyya, al-hidayah. The best gift that you give to your parents and to your kids is to guide them. And to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guidance. Rasulullah, and this is from his great manners, that Abu Hurairah, you heard what she said, and she said bad words, and you want me to give supplication for her? Supplicate for my mother. Rasulullah supplicate for my mother. And he raised his hand, and he said, Allahumma bi umma Abi Hurairah. And you know the hadith that when he came back, he went back and she accepted Islam. And this is from the blessings and barakah of the dua of Rasulullah. Look what Abu Hurairah said when he came back to Rasulullah. He was crying, but the first crying was from sadness. The other crying was from happiness. And they said there's a difference between subhanallah, even the cry. This comes has a warmth. The sadness comes warm. The tears is warm, but the tears and happiness, it's cold. It's cool. And subhanallah. And then he said, "Oh Rasulullah, Allah accepted your dua." Look at the tawheed of the Sahaba radiallahu anhu. He didn't say, "Oh Rasulullah, your blessings, your no, Allah accepted. Inna Allah istajaba dua." These things. And then subhanallah, Abu Hurairah, what did he ask Rasulullah after that? He said, Rasulullah, ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, supplicate to Allah to make me and my mother beloved to the believers. فرفع النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم يديه قال اللهم حبب أبا هريرة وأمه للمؤمنين وحبب المؤمنين له. Abu Hurairah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala supplicated, oh Allah, make Abu Hurairah and his mother be beloved to the mu'mineen, that they love them, and the mu'mineen loves them. That's why Abu Hurairah used to say, no one loves me and my mother except that he's a believer. And this is subhanallah great. We should always spread this between our brothers, the ones that their mother, their father, they're not Muslims, and subhanallah, wallahi, a lot of brothers, subhanallah, their father and the mother became Muslim because of their manners, not because of what they told him about Islam. Because manners and subhanallah, these things has a big effect on them. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned that to Rasulullah. وَلَوْ كُنْتَ فَضًّا غَلِيظَ الْقَلْبِ لَانْفَضُّوا مِنْ حَوْلِكَ. If you were harsh on them and bad manners, no one will sit with you. Allah didn't tell him because of the Quran and Sunnah, because of the haqq that you have. Even your manners, because this is something that we have to always take care of. Manners with people, manners with our parents, because people are seeing you with your parents and your kids more than seeing you with other people. And subhanAllah, these things has effect. That's why Ibn Mas'ud, when this a woman came to him and she said, but your wife does that. When he told them about the washing, about tattoos. لا ما هو الوشم.
Cupping, I think. Cupping in the book.
كان وشم ولا النمس the eyebrows, taking some of the eyebrows. He said, go see her. And she went, and when she came back, she said, no, she doesn't. He said, she had this, me and her won't be in the same house. لن يجامعنا في هذا، يعني لن أجتمع معه. هذا معنى. Subhanallah, look how people see you with your house first, your kids. This has an effect. They say, oh, look how he deals with his kids, how he deals with his father, how he deals with his mother. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Shaykh Adil mentioned, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us examples in the Quran. Why? And Ibrahim alayhi salam, his father was the idols maker. He's the one who built the idols. Azza. وإبراهيم إمام الموحدين, إمام الحنفاء. He is the great, subhanallah, يعني موحد, and his father was the one who makes the idols. And how was he with his mother? Ya abati, oh my father, oh my father, oh my father. جزاكم الله خير. الله يبارك فيك. معذرة شكرا.
لا أبدا. Here's a good benefit. النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم, he make a dua for mother of Abu Hurairah. And Allah subhanahu جزاك الله خير. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accepted. Thank you. But he couldn't do it for his uncle. Who supported, who was with him. And he's Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So you need to know we are slave of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam is slave of Allah. You don't supposed to think more than this. We are slave of Allah. Did you choose your mother and father? No. We are slave. And this is how we need to worship Allah as a slave of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is important. جزاكم الله خير. See you tomorrow inshallah. Take care, brothers. جزاكم الله خير.